Last weekend, I did a video entitled Things I'll Never Get. And in short, it was about things that I'll never understand of how the narcissist can truly desire and get supply and pleasure out of causing our pain. And that was a step backwards for me. I remember feeling depressed. I remember feeling sorry for myself. I remember feeling angry. And that's okay. That step backwards is normal, I believe. You see, narcissistic abuse isn't something that we can, as victims, just switch off, go on our merry way, and look back and say, got it. We do get better. We do move forward. We do become healthier. We do realize the traits of the narcissist and the symptoms that they leave behind with us. But as you make those progressive moves forward, it's perfectly normal to have a moment and take a step backward and just go in disbelief and start remembering and maybe perhaps playing some of those tapes of what was done to you, trying to figure out why. So I've said before, there are some therapists or some in the professional community that get it. There are not many. But there are many that do not understand the recovery from narcissistic abuse. So if you ever have anyone, especially a therapist, tell you, hey, you keep moving backwards, you're not going to get better, you're not going to get healthier, you're not going to move on. Keep this in mind. As you are progressing, you may in fact take a step backwards once in a while. I see it as perfectly normal. After all, this is exactly what the narcissist wants. They want to be inside our head. They want us to constantly know that we are worthless. They want us to constantly think that we're bad. They want us to constantly be in pain. And they always want us to know that they did it when they devalue us. How can you not look back if that was part of your history and go, how could they have done that? It's just a small step looking back. As long as you keep on realizing what in fact they are and what in fact they've done to you, you are progressing. You're moving forward. Don't let anyone tell you different. And I don't want you to think differently. I don't want you to feel bad about yourself that you're not progressing if you have that step backwards and say, what the hell did they do? These guys are nuts. I don't want you to feel bad about thinking about that. At the same time, I don't want you to stay there. Now, when I made that video, I was indeed a step backward. So if you see me on a video projecting positive thoughts, progression, getting better towards healthier mental health, please keep in mind that I also take a step back. It's almost impossible not to. It's by very design what narcissistic abuse is all about. So you got to give yourself a break. So when you take that step back, recognize it for what it is. It's simply you acknowledging the abuse at the hands of a very evil, sick person. Acknowledge it and go, okay, I got this, and move on and go forward. As long as you're taking the 2 steps forward, 1 step back, you're still way ahead of the game. And you can keep doing that for years. Don't ever feel bad about yourself if you take that step backward. I'm willing to bet that all of us do it. Don't let anyone make you feel bad about taking that step backward. I believe it's the normal, progressive path towards getting better. And I also don't see any way around it. After all, you have to remember where you came from to understand and know where you're going. Have peace today in the acknowledgement that you are not alone in taking the step back. I do it a lot. I'm sure a lot of you do also. And if you do, please share so that others in the community know that they're not alone and that they can take the 2 steps forward. Thank you.